With the schools opening today across the country, the Uganda National Teachers Union has indicated that given the first cohort of candidates under the new curriculum, it is essential for the government to intensify its efforts in reforming the education sector as numerous gaps require attention.
Teachers who were trained obviously took close to 2 years without implementing what they were trained in. You saw the delay in scholastic materials from the ministry, and therefore schools are not on the same page in terms of readiness for these exams. But come mid-October, all schools will do exams and will be assessed. But we need to do better as a country because we cannot continue doing everything as an emergency.
UNATU's Secretary General Filbert Baguma says that the implementation of the new curriculum was affected by COVID-19 pandemic. However, schools are playing their part to ensure that students catch up. He expressed concern regarding certain teachers who, despite the opening of schools for the third term, continue to demand their salaries from the government, which adversely affects the teaching and learning process.
Some teachers have not received salary for June, July, and August, but they also have children to take to school, of course, and other civil servants who are also affected by non-payment of salary. We have UPE and USE schools which have not received the capitation grant, and yet the president consistently says he doesn't want them to pay. So how do you, as a head teacher, run the school?
Honorable Chigozi Sajjaliabene, the former Member of Parliament for Machinde Sabagabo and Director of Eden College Schools, has encouraged students preparing to undertake their inaugural final examinations under new curriculum to adequately prepare and cultivate confidence of enhanced performance.
Getting prepared for these exams is a very key factor, and by now you should be ready for the exam, and you should just be saying, when are they sending these exams? Because we are ready. Otherwise, if you are not ready now, it's going to be a bit of a problem. Remember, if you're in P7, you have done 7 years. If you're in Senior 4, you have done 4 years. If you're in Senior 6, you have done 2 years. You cannot now expect to cover up what you didn't cover or what you have not covered, because there's just only about 1 month.
He urged parents to return their children to school, even in light of the issue concerning school fees. They ought to engage in discussions with the heads of schools.
Parents, if you don't come to explain, we don't know your problems and we cannot assist. And of course, by the time the exams are coming, you will have to pay. So it's much better that if you have hopes of getting the money, you come and explain, make a commitment, and then the student doesn't lose. But what happens is that most parents do not try that. Of course, most parents these days are not very responsible. They don't quite mind about education, not knowing that what they are doing is putting the nation into a very big problem.
Victor Sewanyana, the head teacher of Ramos the Child Learning Center in Masajja, observed that the turn-up for the third term remains low. He therefore urged parents to send their children back to school.
The turn-up is not so good. Children are still home, and here I advise parents to bring their children back to school because this is the third term. So here I advise parents who have not yet sent their children to school to do so. The term is too short and very hectic.
He adds that parents should mind more about the safety of their children.
As these kids are coming to school, more so the day scholars, parents should be very keen the way their children come to school. Some of them, they close busy roads. You know, on the roads, there are so many road users, the vehicles, the motorcycles, so they should know how their children come to school.
The third term of the 2024 academic year is expected to end on December 6, 2024, as per the ministry's schedule. JULIUS, MUHUMUZA, Church of Uganda Family TV, News at 8.